Hi, I'm Simbad. Welcome to the DayZ Survival Guide. This is an intermediate guide and tutorial, and as a follow-on to my last video, DayZ Beginner Tips. Tip number 1. When you spawn in the lower right-hand corner, it will quickly show you the location you spawned in at below the word Chinaris. In this case, it's Drakon. You must remember this in order to hook up with your friends by reading the map and also to find the good loot locations. You can also scan the skyline for landmarks such as lighthouses and cranes. This is the dyslexia map, which I'm going to use to pinpoint my location, and if I was rendezvousing with anyone, their location, so we could meet up. You can usually spawn in along the lower bottom coast, and you can zoom in to see the details of where you spawn in this case Drakon, which you'll notice is just to the right of Eletro, which is one of the two major cities. Now here we have the Team Fracken map, which shows all the loot locations. You notice on the right side of Eletro is the firehouse, which provides good weapon drops such as AKs, shotguns, and other nice weapons. So I'm going to go there first. You'll also notice it's on the outskirts of town, so it'll be easy to get to. I've run to the bottom of the hill, and this is the last piece of cover before I run out in the open across to the fire station. You'll notice the fire station has two distinctive landmarks, one the 3-story tower coming out of it, and then across from it the tall smokestack which has white and red rings around it. There's another fire station on the other side of Eletro, which is also accessible from outside of town without going through any buildings. The reason I'm scouting is because I've heard gunshots in the area. Sometimes there's snipers on the hill who will shoot at you, so I want to make sure that the surrounding area is clear as well as the fire station of any hostiles, and then I'm going to run across this open ground. Remember, the most dangerous thing in this game is not the zombies, it's the other players. In this video you can't hear me, just my buddy Runner in World. To pick up this loot, I use the center mouse wheel, and when I selected gear, I hit the left mouse button or enter, and that brings up my inventory. Then I look along the left-hand side to see the things lying on the ground, and I use the right arrow to move them into my inventory. I can also drop stuff by hitting the left arrow next to an item as well. This time when I loot, I'm going to put the items in my backpack. So after hitting the left mouse button, I double click on the backpack, and then I transfer the items the same way by hitting the right arrow from the ground into my backpack. You start with a fairly small backpack, but you can upgrade to a Chechenian or a ultimately Alice backpack, which has a lot more slots in it, so you can store a lot more loot. If you find one of these better backpacks in some place such as the church, you have to drop your existing pack and take the new pack and then pull the items out of your pack that's on the ground into the new pack. Here we are moving from the firehouse. We're going to go through some houses and zombies to get to the general store, which has lots of loot. Whenever you're close to zombies, you want to hit the X, which puts you in crouch mode, so you make a lot less noise. Here you can see we're in that mode, and then if I really want to be quiet, I double tap the shift, which has me walking, so I'm extra quiet. You can see how much noise and visual attraction you're making to the zombies by looking in the middle right hand side of your screen, and you want to only see one bar next to the ear and the eye. Here I am coming up on a fence. In order to climb over a fence, I hit V, but remember, when you get over the other side of the fence, you're now standing up and you have to hit X again in order to remain quiet and not attract the zombies so they don't attack you. Now I'm headed to the general store. If you look at the map, you'll see we've been moving from the firehouse to the general store. To the left of the general store, across from the front door, is the office building, which has good loot, and you can see across the square is the hospital. You'll also notice there's a church nearby, which can be recognized by the gold dome, and that has good loot as well. Here you can see I'm approaching the general store, so you can get a feeling of what it's like. We're going to go in the back door, which is a little bit safe. Here I am looting, and I found a hunting knife, which is great because you can use it for skinning animals and cooking them, and then you'll get 800 blood back per piece of meat you eat. You'll notice we didn't post a guard because we were being lazy, and a guy snuck up on us, which you will not see, and shot us with an AK. So remember to always post a guard, and if you have a party of 3, have 2 people guarding and 1 looting so you don't get killed while looting. Unlooted general stores typically contain 1 pistol and 1 rifle, so they're a good way to improve your weapons. Barns are spread throughout the map outside of towns and are good places to pick up rifles. Here I am sneaking in, and in general I never kill zombies unless they attack me. They act as watchdogs for anyone else coming. If that person attacks me, they will aggro on them, so I find them really helpful. Even inside of buildings you can attract zombies if you make too much noise, which I just did. However, if you do attract zombies, it's good to be inside because zombies move much slower inside, allowing you to kill a lot more of them before they can hit you. And in general, if you can run upstairs, that gives you even more time to shoot them. If you are in the middle of town, run, crouched, outside of town before shooting them if possible, so that you don't attract too many other zombies once you start shooting your gun.
Alright, I am kneeling, coming up on you. I'll come grab one. Got some Makarov ammo, which I need.
Here I found an axe, which is good to chop wood in order to make a fire to cook meat when you're in the wilderness. The next thing as I search the barn, you'll notice that I find is an Enfield with some ammunition. This is a nice rifle for protecting yourself from bandits, and also effective against zombies, but it makes too much noise to use in a city, and you will attract bandits with it. My friend found a CZ-550, which is a good long-range weapon. Actually, it's probably a weapon of choice for bandits who like to snipe other players. The best overall weapon is a Winchester, which is quiet, packs a one-shot kill to the body for zombies, and is also good for protecting yourself from bandits, and has some at least medium range associated with it. The AK is good for protecting yourself from bandits, but again, it's too loud because it attracts a lot of zombies. Here we are running across the field to Cherno and directly to the medical tents, which contain great weapons drops and also medical supplies like blood. You'll notice here I found a Winchester in the first tent, which is very exciting.
Yeah.
You'll also notice that after I finish looting, I set up guard while my friend loots, and I'm in such a position that if somebody comes from my behind, they will not see me because I'm sort of in a corner here, tucked in, and I can surprise them. Here you can open gates and doors by positioning yourself next to them and looking for the double green triangle, and then you hit enter to open them or close them. You can hear the bullets flying all around me from a bandit sniper on top of the power plant. Fortunately, he didn't hit me and I was able to zigzag to cover.
By humans?
Here we are crawling through a field of zombies to get to the train station, which has loot in it. Like most buildings, if they have an open door, they have loot in it. Other places that have loot across the map include airfields have a lot of good weapons. Crashed helicopters have good loot. And you'll see deer stands in the wilderness, which are marked on the loot map I showed you, which also have really good weapons in them as well.
Keep laid down.
You'll notice I'm looking around as I crawl straight ahead, and I'm doing this using the Alt key. So hold it down and use your mouse to look around, which is very helpful when you're moving.
Is he?
Also, if you look at the ear and the eye on the right-hand side, you'll notice they have no bars next to them because I'm crawling. Crawling is a really good way to sneak past zombies. And lastly, it's a good idea to go behind them instead of front of them, so they're less likely to see you. So I accidentally aggroed some zombies on the way out of town, and they're chasing me. You can pretty much run forever without the zombies doing real damage to you, even in crouch position. But they will follow you forever, so at some point you need to turn around and fight. I'm doing this far away from town so my gunshots won't be heard. Also, when they do attack you, continue to step back after every shot, so that way they have to move before they can attack you again, because they must be standing still to hit you, and that'll prolong your survival. Here I am. I hit G to open my inventory. I'm right mousing on a can of beans to eat it. That can restore my blood by 200. You'll notice other things in there like med equipment such as antibiotics. I can take that by again right mouse clicking, or any other medicine such as morphine to heal a broken bone, or painkillers if I'm shaking. You'll notice the ammo, and down here is other gear like I can use the axe to chop wood. I have a watch, a compass, matches to start a fire. Lots of good equipment here. I have binoculars in the upper left hand corner. You'll notice I can the count of each item is listed there in my inventory. If I open my backpack, I can transfer stuff between my backpack, which I'm doing now, and my inventory. I can't use it when it's in my backpack, but it's good for storage.
Right.
To see the time in world, you can hit O. You'll notice I'm standing next to the ocean. Don't swim in the water, you'll lose all your gear. To use the compass, hit K to bring it up quickly, or double tap it to bring it up permanently until you double tap it again. And that'll allow you to navigate cross country with the use of a map. To use the binoculars, which I'll show you, hit B. And to learn more about nighttime and communication, you can watch my beginner tips video. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please like me on YouTube, share it with your friends and clan. Thank you, and see you in DayZ.